Hey guys, Core Ross and welcome to the 6 News Roundup. Today we're rounding up all the Rainbow Six news over the last week or so. So let's start with the release date of the new season. This has not been officially announced, and as usual, it'll always be a single day before the release date, which is normally on Tuesday, but it can easily be a Wednesday or a Thursday. Although those are very, very rare, with only a couple of seasons actually coming out on a Thursday compared to the giant amount of seasons we've got over the years. However, the season's release does appear to be getting very, very close. So we got the most recent update to the test server, which actually removed the replay feature, which was of course only being tested in the actual test server. It's not coming with this season, it's going to come at some point in the future. It's only in alpha right now. So the most recent patch removed that feature. We also got the reinforced hatches, which is only again being tested on the test server. That was again removed from the test server patch, making me believe that they're starting to test the final builds that will indeed become the live build. Now, whether that's this week or next week, that's 50-50 chance, but it does make me think more likely now that it will be next week than what I was previously thinking, because it was still very buggy. Even at the middle of this week, there was still quite a lot of known issues, but the most recent patch has no known issues. So this could well become the final build that actually goes live, but we'll have to wait and see. If they're going to announce it on Monday, it'll be afternoon or evening, and of course if they don't announce it, then it's probably not coming Tuesday, so we'll have to wait and see. There's also Ubisoft Forward, which is the big event. That's going to be on the 10th. They could potentially wait and actually hold it up and then release it alongside that event to make it kind of a big spectacle, but they have had events and launches of seasons right next to each other in the past, and they've never bothered to sync them up, so I doubt that'll happen. But talking about Ubisoft Forward, Rainbow Six Siege is going to make a presence there, and I've got no idea what they're going to actually be doing, if it's just going to be showing off Shadow Legacy and, here's Sam Fisher and all that, or if something else is in the works. So something else happened on the test server. This happened oddly on a day where they were doing some routine maintenance, but the test server came back up and it had apparently different servers. So if you've watched my videos in the past, you will know that Ubisoft for Rainbow Six Siege, for the game servers, it uses Microsoft Azure data centers. And these are positioned all over the world, they're big data centers. And for companies, it's big business running these data centers, so Microsoft makes a lot of profit on them. But also there's many other companies out there running massive data centers as well, and some of those other ones are Amazon and IBM. Well, after the routine maintenance of the test server, suddenly the game said that it was connected to GameLift servers. Those are Amazon data centers, and of course are not the same as we're used to for the data centers. Now, normally a switch this massive from one server structure to another would be announced, and maybe even say, hey, there's going to be a couple of days of disruption, there might be some issues, and here's the reason we're doing it. Maybe they're going to have better servers, maybe better DDoS protection, maybe it's just a cost thing for them, maybe it's cheaper, but this is a massive shift. The thing was, the actual test server got kind of longer to log into, so for a while anyway, it was way longer to get into the game. But the thing was, the live servers did the same. On the live game, it took way longer to get in. Now, I backtracked a bunch of IPs that were connected and found them to be connected to Amazon data centers. So this is a huge shift. And the fact that they're quiet about it, if they have indeed switched over, because right now all I have is the fact that the test server says that it's connected to GameLift. That could be total rubbish for all I know. And a few IPs that I've got, which may not be correct, because Uplay Client on PC, I know that that kind of service is actually run through, I think, different servers, and it could well be that they run through Amazon. But the big thing I'm getting at here is that we have this big Ubisoft event on the 10th, and just days before that, they entirely switch over their servers to a completely different company just before this big event. And one of the advertised features from GameLift as their main thing about, the benefits of their servers is crossplay. So I'm kind of wondering, are they going to go crossplay on this event? Is that going to be the big announcement for Rainbow Six Siege? And of course, that could bring cross progression as well, where you could log on any platform with your account, which would be so sweet. And you'd be able to get all your purchases on any platform as well. Now, of course, when I talk crossplay, I mean console to console, with PC being an optional thing in its own bubble. So if you want to, you could jump out there, but it would be an alternative thing that you'd have to switch on. At least that's how I think it would work. But Like I say, this is a pure guess. I'm putting myself at like a 1% chance of being right with this, but I do find it very, very odd that first of all, there's no announcement about it if they have indeed switched over, and if they have switched over, it is really close to the event, and it makes me feel like we already know Rainbow Six is going to be there, and that they're going to announce something, and what else could they possibly announce? But yeah, that's a pure guess. Like I say, I think 1% chance of being correct on this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give me your best theories on what they might be up to. In other news this week, the little mini ACOG, the 1.5X, got a little booster seat to actually push it over the iron sights of some of the guns out there, because that was kind of getting in the way of the actual sight lines. So that's now being fixed and is pretty damn cool. And this cute little baby ACOG is going to come in and actually destroy the normal ACOG, I think, when it's launched. We also got the deletion or the reversion of the new static effect that they had on the drones and cameras when they got destroyed. Apparently this was actually giving people migraines, and they've just tried to revert back in the last patch. Again, that final patch seemed to bring a lot of things together, so that has been fixed as well. And then I put out a brand new video that was very much requested. It was a modification of my sights video, and it's the animation where it breaks down the sights magnifications. People wanted like Glass and Cali's ones in there too, so I added that in. So there'll be a link in the description if you want to go check out the full thing. I've got a few different varieties of it, and I think it looks very therapeutic to watch. Also, a quick note on cosmetics. We got a new Ella bundle. This one looks very similar to the seasonal skin for Shadow Legacy, but it is definitely, you know, a different variety of it, and certainly going with that fluorescent hunter gear looking thing, and it's like it basically looks like you're freaking going to try and blind the enemy with that backpack, but that is certainly there if you want it. And then I guess we'll end with a couple of things I've just been messing around with. So I made a couple of face masks, not Siege related at all. I was just messing around with designs. So if you want to order them, there's a Teespring link in the comments below. And I think that's it for all the Siege news this week. We'll see if anything happens next week. It could be that it's going to be quite a quiet week. There won't actually be a seasonal launch. There won't actually be any major announcements for the game. But I think there is a good chance we might actually see some big stuff this week. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.